How do you sort out the so-called jargon from real-world practices that work? Do the members of your organization find some business or technology advice utterly confusing? Welcome to Real Talk with Sam Holcman. In this program, we set the record straight, and in terms that business people and technology people can understand. Now, here is your host, Sam Holcman.
Welcome to this edition of Real Talk. I'm Sam Holcman. Thanks for joining me. And this particular broadcast, the title is Having a Lot of Data is Not the Same as Having AI-Ready Data. Organizations, yours included, I'm sure, have been stockpiling data for years, expecting that one day it will become a strategic asset. With generative AI, that moment has arrived. But, and you know there's a but without disciplined data practices, the promise quickly turns into frustration. The differentiator is no longer access to powerful models. It is the ability to shape, govern, and trust the data that feeds them, which is exactly the gap that the AI Data Modeling Masterclass is designed to close. Everyone can subscribe to the same large language models, the LLMs, but very few can reliably infuse them with high-value, organization-specific context. Context, your source code, technological documentation, change histories are potential fuel for coding agents. Past proposals, statements of work, and contracts could sharpen writing and deal supporting assistance. Customer records, interaction histories, and support tickets should power service chatbots and AI agents. The problem is, without structure, curation, and governance, this raw material becomes a liability instead of an advantage. Most enterprises discovered the hard way that having a lot of data is very, very different from having AI-ready data. Conflicting definitions of core concepts such as customer, order, or case creep in over years of projects, mergers, and local workarounds. Semantic drift sets in. Semantic meaning drift sets in. Different systems use the same term to mean different things, or different terms that describe the same thing. The AI Data Modeling Masterclass focuses on precisely this problem, teaching teams how to establish shared semantics, model information in a consistent way, and deliberately connect business meaning to technical implementation so AI systems do not have to guess what the data really represents. Unstructured context and content brings its own set of traps. File sharing and collaborative tools overflow the draft versions, obsolete documentation, and contradictory guidance. Point an AI assistant at this massive content without a strategy, and you invite confusion. The system can easily surface the wrong policy, the wrong price, the wrong specification, or a superseded procedure. A core theme of the masterclass approach is intentional design of information landscapes, deciding what should be authoritative, how it should be organized, and how AI systems should be given access to it so that quality and lineage are preserved instead of lost. Of course, security and access controls become far more complex as organizations move from simple chatbots to autonomous or semi-autonomous agents. We're just beginning this journey. Traditional stakeholder inferences implicitly enforce many rules. Who sees what, who can be entered where, what can be entered where, and how information can be combined. When an AI agent connects directly to APIs, databases, and services, those implicit controls disappear. If every agent can see every record just in case, a single prompt can expose confidential and proprietary information in less than a heartbeat. The AI Data Modeling Masterclass treats data security and governance as first-class design. It's a concern that needs to be emphasized, fine-grained, and have access control from access patterns. Role-aware data views are an imperative, and architectures that respect existing security models instead of flattening them to an uncontrolled data swamp. The pressure to move fast with AI often leads leaders to view data and its requirement as an obstacle, something to be minimized or postponed. In reality, skipping this challenging work of getting data right almost guarantees rework, failed pilots, compliance issues, and loss of stakeholder trust. A structured architect-driven approach like the one provided in the AI Data Modeling Masterclass reframes data preparation, modeling, and testing as accelerators. Once the foundations are in place, use cases can be added and scaled much more rapidly with fewer surprises and far less firefighting. Ironically, AI itself can help prepare and organize the very data that initially holds it back, if it is applied with clear architectural frameworks. Pattern detection, entity resolution, and automated classification can dramatically speed up efforts to reconcile inconsistent records and create a unified view of, for example, customers, products, and processes. AI will not create sustainable value in organizations that treat data as an afterthought. Competitive advantage will accrue to those who treat data modeling, semantics, governance, and security as strategic disciplines, not tactical chores. The AI Data Modeling Masterclass is designed for exactly this inflection point. It equips leaders, architects, and practitioners with a practical, field-tested, field-proven way to turn scattered, inconsistent information into a deliberate, reliable foundation for all that can scale, all that can comply, and all that can endure. In summary, AI needs one version of the data truth. Without this, hallucinations and fabrications will continue to multiply. Please take a look at our website, www.eacoe.org or www.baco.org, to learn more and register for the one-day Data Modeling Masterclass. Yes, a one-day Data Modeling Masterclass. And of course, as always, please feel free to reach out to us for additional information or additional insight we can provide. We look forward to your AI data modeling mastering.
Thank you for tuning in to Real Talk. Be sure to join your host, Sam Holcman, again for another edition of our program. We'll have more real topics of discussion then.